Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. We are getting that close to getting this Jeep completely finished up. Now we're on to the small stuff. We got to do the window trim, the trim around the windows, and then those little pieces on the back glass we got to do, and then we got some trim pieces down low. So this video I'm going to be using two different products. What I'm going to be using is Griot's Garage Bumper and Trim Reconditioner and Adams VRT. Let's do it. So you guys have already seen me do a video on VRT, a review on it. It's a great product. I really like it. But you guys have not seen me do bumper and trim reconditioner. Now, this is not a video to put Griots against Adams. I'm using these on two different sections of the car because I like the VRT on the rubber pieces around the window, but then there's some plastic pieces that need to be dyed because this is a dye, as you can tell. You see it dyes. I have used this several times. I've had it for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and I got about a quarter of a bottle left, so I got enough to do this Jeep. It's a great product. They stopped selling it for a little while, and they went to their Black Shine Trim Restorer, and I've got a bottle of it. I really don't like it. I kind of have mixed feelings. It looks good on some cars. I put it on some cars. It doesn't look the greatest. So this right here, I've never had a problem with. You just have to make sure you get it on even and level, and it turns out good. It's a dye. It lasts. I put it on my Dakota about 2 years ago, and it's just now you're starting to really see it come back. But it works really well. You do have a sponge applicator to put it on with. I bought some brushes from Home Depot that I use with it as well because the sponge they give you is like this right here, and it works really well. But then when you have those really tight spots, you gotta. I just bought little brushes for the tight spots for this. So let me walk you around the vehicle and show you what I plan on doing in this video. So remember, I did this. I painted this trim here and on the back bumper. Well, this trim here is real faded. Kind of white or gray and chalky looking. So I'm going to do the Griots on that. And then the mirrors, we're going to use the VRT. All of this rubber here, this is rubber. You're going to use VRT. Up here, you're going to use VRT. And then back here, I want to do this with the Griots, this with the Griots, this right here, and then the other trim on the other windshield with the Griots. And like I said, this is not a head-to-head video of who makes the best trim product at all. What I'm doing is I'm using my two favorites, trim dressings or whatever you want to call them. I might do a 50-50 on the VRT up here. I'll put a piece of tape on here and do a 50-50 on this rubber so you can kind of see how the rubber looks in a 50-50 shot, because I don't think I showed that in the VRT review video that I put out a few weeks ago. So let me get the camera set up and we will start applying some of these products. Okay, so I got the tape line here, and this is rubber, like I said, and the reason I really like to use VRT, in case you did not see my VRT review video, is VRT, if you get it on the paint, if you get it on the glass, once you're done applying it all, you just come back with a microfiber towel and it wipes it right off. I really like that. The dye, you have to be careful in Griots because it's a dye. You don't want to get it on your paint. On this black paint, you probably wouldn't notice it very much other than be looking kind of dull. But if it was on like a white or red or a blue or green or something, you'd see that black paint or that black dye on there. So I got the tape on here. I'm going to do this half right here. I'm going to take the tape off and show you what it looks like on rubber, because I don't think I showed that in my review video. I did it on all plastic as far as 50-50. And the VRT, and once I squeeze it out like that, I like to just kind of do that to it. I have absolutely fallen in love with this product ever since I started using it. I got a little bit too much on here for this little piece, so I'm going to go ahead and take it down here. In fact, let me just go ahead and finish this down here so I don't waste it. I wasn't planning on doing this on video down here as far as like right now. Sometimes stuff happens you don't plan on in these videos when you make them. Okay, so As you can see, that's a really rich, deep black. And it does repel water, just like it says it will. Okay, so, see that? And then look at that right there. Let's see, let's take the tape off so you can get a good idea. Look at that. How much better that looks than that right there. That looks so much better. And when it dries real even. Really, really nice. I love this product. There's still plenty left on this, so go ahead and finish this trim piece off. Okay, let me show you. Huh? You like it? Ashlyn likes it. My 5-year-old, she's sitting behind the camera watching me do this. Now she's laughing about it. Let me get you guys in close here. Okay, as you can see, look right here. That's the VRT. There's some VRT on the glass. I am not worried about it at all, but I'm going to show you right now. And you don't even really have to even rub hard on it. You just got to rub your microfiber towel across it and it disappears. That's just an excellent, excellent product. I really like it. I know I've said that a couple times now. But it really, really is a good product. Let's go ahead and put it on this mirror. Get you guys situated. And it makes, now these mirrors are actually in good shape, which is really surprising. This vehicle is not taken care of at all. I really would have thought these had been faded, but they're actually in good shape. But this just really brings the black out in the mirror. It just makes it stand out, makes it look new, in my opinion. This car has not been driven yet since we started all this. It's going in tomorrow. Today is the August 11th, which is a Saturday. And on the 13th, it's going into the dealership for a recall. It's got 3 recalls on it that weren't done. Surprise, surprise. Like I said, it wasn't taken care of. So we're taking it in for the recall. And then my wife's going to start driving it. Still got a few videos left to do. I want to do an engine cleaning video, which I'm probably going to do today. Engine bay and dressings. And then I've got some brakes coming for it that we bought off Amazon, which I've never done before. I may end up regretting that. I don't know, but the price difference is pretty big between Amazon and even with me getting a discount where I work at my shop. It's such a big price difference. So I took a gamble on it, and like I said, I may regret it, but it had good reviews. So we're just gonna go with it. But only a few videos left. I mean, we're almost there. This thing has taken a while to do. My wife and I have a lot of hours in this car, but we want to make sure it looks, I want to make sure it looks good when she starts driving it. Also want to make sure it's safe more than anything else. So I have the fan on behind you, so I'm hoping it's not messing the microphone up. I'm kind of standing close to it, so hopefully it doesn't. So we're going to move on to the bumper and trim conditioner, reconditioner. I'm going to put it on this piece right here. And since I can open the door and keep it away from my paint, that's what I'm going to do right there, as you can see. I'm going to go over the directions. And the directions say shake well before use. Do not apply in direct sunlight. Clean surface using rubber prep or paint prep. I already went around and cleaned all of it with paint prep. You just spray it on a towel and wipe it down. That's all you do. No need for me to show that. This allows a proper adhesion to the surface and helps ensure a uniform look. Apply product to the included applicator and evenly distribute product onto surface. Work in small sections, slightly overlapping a new section with a previous section. When finished, clean product from the applicator with cold water and air dry. We're going to shake it up. I have used this a ton. Look, I tore up the end of this. So we're going to use this end because it's in pretty good shape still. Apparently I always use that end. I'll show you what this stuff comes out like. It is black because it is a dye. maybe. I don't want to squirt it all over the car. See that? It is black. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the dome top to kind of get it all inside the sponge, because I don't want to lay it on there real heavy to where it wants to run off. And that's why the top is black, but I love these dome tops on all of Griot's garage products for that reason right there. Now I'm gonna come on this side of the car. With the door open, I don't have to worry about getting on the paint. I do have to worry about getting on the windshield, but I don't know if you can see this, but the windshield sits down further, so I should have no problem here. There's no reason to tape it. I'm gonna start at the top. And I'm just gonna work my way down. And yes, there are times you have to do a second coat. But that little bit that I put on is going to be just enough for this piece here. Should be. And go in straight line passes. You don't want to do circles on this at all, because if you do, you're going to see it when you get done, all the circles. As you can see, that's already looking so much better. I'm going to put just a dab down here, and it's just a very, very small amount to finish the very bottom. Like I said, I'm hoping the fan's not messing up my sound on this video, but it is really hot out here. I had the fan on, otherwise I'd sweat like a stuck pig. I'm going to easily try to go up the inside with just the corner. Here I'm probably blocking you guys. Just the corner of the sponge, so hopefully I don't touch the windshield. And that's pretty much it. It's kind of hard to get down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. Right here on the edge, I'll put it right in the middle. See that little tiny dab? Right on the edge. And hopefully, yep, that worked good. But I still have some on here, so I'm going to go ahead and just do the second coat. It's not completely cured yet, but that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Go ahead and just do the second coat now. Get it over with. This stuff actually gets down into the pigment of the plastic and just dyes it. And it just looks so nice once it's dry. My sister used to have a Jeep Compass. If you've ever seen a Jeep Compass, it's got plastic all the way down the whole top, all the way down the whole bottom. And I used this bottle on it. I've used this bottle on some dualies. I've used it on several cars, and I've still got probably that much left. A little more than a quarter, but not exactly half of the bottle left. Let me show you guys up close. I think I have a before picture, so I'll put it right over here. I think it's about this angle right here. See that? It's a nice black. It's no longer gray. That right there hasn't dried yet. And it's not gonna be shiny. It's not gonna be satin. It's just a flat black to bring the life back to the plastic so it doesn't look gray and ashy and nasty all the time. Kind of rhyme there. Okay, we'll go on to the back window. Okay, so as you can see, I've taped off where I need to tape it. Up there. The handle around the wiper, so I definitely don't get on the paint. I'm more worried about that than the glass, to be honest with you. Right there, and right there, and then we need to do this wiper arm. Now my new wiper blade comes with, from here up is on the new wiper blade. So I need to try my best to make this match that new piece. I'm not going to show you doing all these, but let me show you doing the handle, because it's the biggest piece. It's the easiest one to show you. Yeah, you're getting there good. I'll put some on the end of it. I'll rub it in real good. Now you see why I put tape on it. Now this is not, I don't think this is plastic now that I'm sitting here doing this, but it's okay, it'll still look better. Because it was a really dark or a light gray before. You see how it's kind of streaking? I think the camera's probably picking that up. So we're gonna have to go over it one more time. We're just gonna do a pass there and a pass there, and I did not get the middle of it, of course. I would have preferred to paint these, but I might still, because I can take all this off because this isn't doing what I want it to do. It's not looking the way that I want it to look. Let that cure. I mean, it looks better, but it's not what I was wanting. Like I said, this stuff isn't plastic. Yeah, well, let's just do the wiper. May have to just paint that stuff. But the wiper is plastic, I know. So I'm gonna put it down first, right about there, so I can show you guys doing this part of the arm. You guys hear that? The kids are playing with the neighbors, and my son and daughter were kind of arguing over who gets what gun. And the neighbor's boy, he cracks me up. He's a good little kid, really good baseball player. He said, "You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit." That's funny. He's apparently heard that before. Yeah, this is looking a lot better already. There's a bunch of wax built up on this wiper arm. I need to get in there. Let me show you. Right there. I need to get into all these little notches. So I put it right there on the corner. It's going to be a little heavy at first. But then, once you get it on there, kind of stick your pad in there and on a side that doesn't have it on it and kind of push it in there and kind of pull it out. It's going to make that die stick in there. And you never even know it was dull in there. Whoa, that's a big old bumblebee. Okay, now we got to do around the edge, or not the edge, but the back side of this, which is another reason why I put tape down. I tried to take this wiper arm off and it wasn't having it. The stud on the motor is apparently frozen on there. Welcome to Indiana. What's wrong? Big bumblebee, yeah, it was just right here. I can't really get in there. So, this is what I bought at Home Depot because it's a sponge type. I can put it right here on. Ooh, that's a little bit too much, dang it. Put it right there. Now I can get in here on the back side. I can get that die right where I want it. All the way around. What's the matter? Sorry, Mama's at work, so I got the kids. So you may hear me talking to them in the video. Like right now. What's the matter? Hey. Does he have two? Or just one?
He has two.
Okay.
He has two girlfriends.
Okay, but you don't need to talk like that. We've told you that before.
It's not fair.
You're 5 years old. Okay, I'll talk to him in a minute. Because he should share. Hang on. Junior, if you have two guns, let her use one. Oh, well, go get her one so she can play with you guys. Okay, so as you guys can see, that looks a lot better. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to have to get these little trim pieces off and just paint these with that trim paint that I used in that one video. So we will come back. So I decided to not paint those pieces. I really don't feel like taking them off because then I have to take the window glass struts off there. I'd have to take the glass off, the hinges off the top. I have to take glass completely out. I said, yeah, it's not worth the hassle. So I went ahead and did it on all those pieces. And as you saw, the wiper arm, and I got the new wiper blade on. I'll show you all this in a minute. We're going to go ahead and take the tape off. And I got tape underneath here where I wrapped it around. I just put my fingers on that. I can't believe I just did that. Huh. My fingerprints are going to be on it. I'll have to go back over that later. But the way I was looking at it is, it looks a lot better. Yeah, you can see some streaking in it. I mean, it is what it is. This isn't a show car. But all this up here turned out a lot better. Yes, there's streaking in it. I will show you guys that. But in the product's defense, this product is not meant for anything but rubber and plastic. And these are not rubber or plastic, so metal. So I don't even know if it'll stay on there, to be honest with you. Kind of mad I just touched that piece because I just washed my sponges out, so they're wet. I can't use them. And I got to clean the glass. I got fingerprints all over the glass. But we'll back it out in the sun. I'll show you it. Like I said, you're going to see dust on it. You're going to see fingerprints all over it. That's all going to get cleaned off. Really wish I wouldn't have done that. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me good with the microphone. I'll try to speak up because I have it facing away from me and it's kind of windy. But I did this black piece right here, all the way across. You gotta get that off. See what happens if you do get it on your paint or on your window. So I gotta get that off here in a little bit, but I did that trim piece right there. That looks so much better. That's with the die. The mirrors with the Adams VRT. All the black trim on the bottom is Adams VRT. And then all the rubber trim. I'll even show you, this is how anal I am. I even do the rubber trim in here, the door seal. I do the rubber trim right here with the VRT. And I do the rubber trim right here with the VRT. Just makes it look so much nicer. Nice, a lot cleaner. So, in the back, I did the wiper blade. There's my fingerprints. You can really see the streaking now. Kind of wish I wouldn't have done this, but it still looks better. And it's a cheap car, so that's all that really matters. That one. And that one. I did the top pieces. The roof racks. Did all the trim around the driver's side. Did all the bottom. And then this mirror. And then this trim piece. It actually looks pretty good where the dye meets the paint that I did. It's actually really close to the same color. The plan wasn't really to show you guys do the trim, but then I decided, me and my wife decided before we even got started, we're going to take a bunch of video. We're going to do videos on pretty much everything on the vehicle that we do to it, to take it from the very poor condition it was in to what I'm thinking is really good condition now compared to what we started with. It's not new looking, that's fine, but it's really good on the outside, it's really good on the inside. But I wasn't going to show the trim video, but then I was like, you know what? You get the paint really good and the trim's kind of gray. People need to know, if they look at their car like, oh man, the paint looks good, my trim looks terrible. These are your options. These are two options. You either have a dye or a dressing. And the dye works really great on plastic. It works really great on rubber. And don't become discouraged by the Griot's Garage dye that I use, the Reconditioner, by the back window. I don't know what I was thinking. Those are metal. They look like they're plastic, and that's just me being stupid. They look better than they did, but it's not meant for that. But on plastic and rubber, I will vouch for this product any day of the week, anytime. It is a great product. I highly recommend it if you want a dye to make pretty much a permanent. They say it's permanent, but you get 2 to 3 years out of it. And that's a long time compared to 2 weeks you get out of the VRT. But then your options like VRT, easy to apply. If it gets on the paint, gets on the windows, no big deal, wipes right off. It is water repellent, because I can tell you on the Journey, what I did the review on, when it rained on it, it actually looked like there was wax on the mirrors and stuff. It looked really cool. It was bubbling the water just like you do, like wax does when you put it on the paint. So I love both products. Both products are 2 thumbs up products, great products. And the VRT last 2 weeks, get a couple years out of the Reconditioner, so it's your preference. That's why I wanted to make this video. And trim is a very important piece to detail in a car, because when you get done, like I said, and the paint looks good and your trim looks terrible, then, you know, you're not happy with it. But if you get that trim black, it's almost like it makes it disappear. Your eyes don't pick it up no more, so your eyes picking up the paint, not the trim. It's a very vital component to detailing, in my opinion, is get that trim looking almost new looking. I know that Adams sells a dye product like Griot's does. I've never tried it, but Griot sells a trim restore, black shine trim restore, kind of like Adams VRT, and Adams VRT blows it out of the water. And that's not dissing Griot's Garage company at all. It's just some products from some companies you don't like. I don't like that trim restore. And now I only bought the trim restore because they stopped selling the trim Reconditioner, and now they've brought that back out. So both products I highly recommend. I would go out and buy them if you're looking for something to clean up your trim and stuff. The only downside is these are not products that you can buy locally at your store. You have to order them online. That's the only downside to both of these products. But I hope you guys have enjoyed these videos that we've taken you on. We've only got 3 or 4 videos left. I got to do the headlights. I need to do the engine bay. The engine bay just is real dusty. The engine's clean. It's pretty much brand new. I painted it. It's pretty much a brand new engine, so it has no oil or grease or anything on it. And then we got brakes coming for it, I think I said earlier in the video, and then a final video. So I'm really looking forward to this final video, because this car looks really, really good. It's so much better than what I thought it was going to look like when we started this project. In fact, it sat outside my bay door at my work for about 6 or 7 months, and it just kept looking worse and worse and worse. And it went all the way through winter with snow on it, and the paint started looking really bad. I noticed it didn't have any wax on it. I was kind of thinking, man, I hope that the clear coat doesn't start coming off this thing before I, get the title for it and have the car. And because I started rebuilding the engine stuff for it before I ever had a title, but I got a title last month and I got it home. That's when we started doing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button while you're down there, hit that little bell so every time I upload a video you get notified, and we will see you next time.